I'm not going to G56, Allison, or 48 swap my truck, and here's why. As some of you know, a few days ago, I liquefied the transmission that was supposedly built in my truck, and a lot of you suggested that I G56 swap it, Allison swap it, 48 swap it, and while that would be neat, I'm not going to do it. First and foremost, I see a lot of trucks and I talk to a lot of people, and 68 technology has honestly come a long way in the last few years. I think the current horsepower record on a 68 is over 2,000 wheel horsepower, but someone can probably fact check me on that. Secondly, for trucks like mine, which has 100 over injectors, 12 mil CP3 and an S472, my boys at Randy's actually have the recipe down. I'm not just saying that. I've had multiple friends of mine beat the hell out of their 68 RFE units, and they just don't seem to skip a beat. Now, I will say, tuning goes a long way. If you have the best transmission in the world and your tuning sucks, you're gonna fry it. Third, look at the freaking spec list on their Stage 368, which is rated for 900 horsepower. It also happens to be the same transmission going in my truck. Baby Maker billet valve body sonics, billet input, RevMax 850 input drum, billet fourth clutch hub, OEM Mopar sensors because cheaping out on electronics is dumb, and a whole bunch of other goodies to make sure that I can do burnouts and try to keep up with L5Ps without having to worry about my transmission. And lastly, because keeping a 68 keeps my truck essentially the same. No cutting holes in the floor, no hacking up my center console. And don't get me wrong, no disrespect or disdain for anybody that does a 48 swap. There is a time and place for it. There's a time and place for a G56. I've owned them, they're super cool. But for this particular truck, I'd like to keep it together. I'm only at 8 to 900 horsepower. Randy's has the recipe for 8 to 900 horsepower and more down. So while yes, I could swap it, yes, there's a lot of people that are gonna argue that I should swap it, I'm not gonna, and I'll bet you once I get the tuning revisions done, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this transmission and it's gonna do just fine.